Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 9, rational numbers. So till now what all numbers have you studied? Do you remember? So first set of numbers what you studied was natural numbers. Natural numbers are counting numbers, C-O-U-N-T-I-N-G. Counting numbers. Counting numbers means the numbers which we use to count. So which are those numbers? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will go on like that, right? Okay. Natural numbers and 0 together will form whole numbers. That means whole numbers will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So natural numbers means natural numbers or counting numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Then the next set of numbers what you studied was negative numbers. Negative numbers means if you are putting a negative sign, that is minus sign before the natural numbers, that means 1, 2, 3. What will be the negative of 1? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. That are the negative numbers. Negative numbers are numbers that are less than 0. We write a minus sign in front of the digits to show that they are negative. So here we have examples: minus 6, minus 25, minus 3.2. These all are negative numbers. Okay. Now coming to the next set of numbers, that is integers. Integers means whole numbers, what we studied first, and their negatives together will form integers. That means whole numbers mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that it will go on, and the negatives. So they will form integers. Now coming to the next type of numbers, that is rational numbers. Rational numbers means nothing is there. The numbers which can be written in the form p by q. It means if any number I am taking, if I can write it in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. So here I have given you some examples. Minus 3 by 8. So minus 3 is it an integer? Yes, minus 3 is an integer. Is it a negative number? It is an integer. 8 is also a integer. So you can say minus 3 by 8 is a rational number. So rational numbers means we can write it in the form of p by q. If I am taking another example, 5. Is 5 a rational number? By seeing 5, you may think that it is not of the form p by q, right? But you know that 5 can be written as 5 by 1. Do you remember that? 5 by 1 means it is 5. So 5 by 1. It is a p by q form. What is p here? 5 is p. This is p. And what is q here? 1 is q. So you can write 5 as p by q form, where q is not equal to 0. Q should not be equal to 0. That means if I am writing 6 by 0, this is not a rational number, because denominator should never be equal to 0. You know what is the denominator, right? In a fraction, a number which is above is numerator and the number which is below is called denominator, as we studied in our lower classes, right? Okay, if I am writing the number 1 by 4, fraction or rational fraction, you know fractions, right? Okay, so if I am writing 1 by 4, what is 1? 1 is called as numerator, and what is 4? 4 is denominator. So in the case of rational numbers, any number which can be written in the form p by q, and the denominator should never be equal to 0. So here we have the examples, right? Okay. Now, if I am taking 0, is 0 a rational number? Yes, 0 can be written as 0 by 1. 0 divided by any number, that means 0 by 100, 0 by 20, all numbers will be equal to 0. So 0 can be written as p by q form. When you are seeing, it won't be in the p by q form, but if you can write it in the p by q form, it is a rational number. Understood the difference? Okay. So the only thing what you have to keep in your mind is rational numbers can be written in the form p by q, where q should not be equal to 0. That means denominator will never be equal to 0. So because why we are saying like that is, any number divided by 0 does not exist. That's what we have to say. Is not, that is 5 by 0. 6 by 0, that is never possible. Okay, but 0 by 6, what is 0 by 6? It is 0. You should identify, understand that difference. Okay, so that is what is rational numbers. Now coming to the next one, a rational number is said to be in standard form. There is a standard form for a rational number if its denominator is positive. If its denominator, I told you a rational number has a denominator and a numerator. Denominator means a number which is in the bottom. That means if I am writing the number as 6 by 5, 5 is the denominator. So the denominator should be positive. Okay, so in this case this is correct. Here 5 is positive only, right? Okay, and the denominator and numerator has no common factor other than 1. What is the common factor for 6 and 5? 1 only. No, you know factors, right? Okay, so the common factor of 6 and 5 is 1. So what can we say? This is in the standard form. If I am taking another one, 3 by minus 2, is this in standard form? No. Why? Because the denominator is negative. If denominator is positive only, we can say that it is in standard form. Otherwise, it is not in standard form. Okay, I am taking another number, 10 by 15. Is this in standard form? Think and say. Think. Just think and then try to answer. Is this in standard form? I told you standard form means denominator should be positive. So in that case, I think it is standard form, right? Why? This is positive only. But one more condition is that numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. 10, how can you write? 10 is 2 into 5, right? 15 is 3 into 5. So you can see 5 is a factor common for both 10 and 15. So it is not a standard form. Okay. So understand it. Standard form means denominator should be positive and also the factor, common factor for both numerator and denominator should be only 1. If I am taking another one, 2 by 4. Is this standard form? No. Why? Because this is in 2 table. This is also in 2 table. That is, this is 1 into 2. This is 2 into 2. That means this 2 is a common factor for both. So it is not in standard form. Okay. Now coming to the next topic, that is equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers means nothing is there. You studied in fractions chapter, right? When we multiply top and bottom of a rational number with same number, we will get equivalent rational numbers. That means if I am taking 1 by 2, I am multiplying the numerator and denominator. Top and bottom means numerator and denominator with the same number. So I am multiplying 1 by 2. Numerator I am multiplying by 2. Denominator also I am multiplying by 2. What is 1 into 2? 2. 2 by 4. So we have 2 by 4 is equivalent. Understood? Next I multiply 1 by 2 numerator and denominator with 3. That is 1 by 2. Above I am multiplying with 3. Below also I am multiplying with 3. So answer is 3 by 6. So this is the next equivalent fraction. Next, what number? Any number I can multiply. I can multiply with 10. I can multiply with 100. Usually we will start with small numbers. So I have started with small number. Okay. So I am multiplying with 5. Below and above both. So 1 into 5, 5. 2 5s are 10. So we have 5 by 10. So these all are equivalent fractions. So how will you write this? As you have to write it as equivalent means equal to sign you have to use. So 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 4 by 8. So that means these all are equal. Okay. So this is what is equivalent fractions. So here we can see 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8, 5 by 10, 6 by 2. So these are equivalent fractions. So find equivalent fractions of minus 2 by 3. So what will you do? You will write minus 2 by 3 and then you will multiply numerator and denominator with 2. I have started with 2. You can start with any number, no problem. But the condition is that numerator and denominator should be multiplied with the same number. You cannot multiply the numerator, for example, minus 2 by 3. I multiply the numerator with 3 and the denominator with 4. So what's the answer? Minus 6 by 12. This is wrong. This you should not do. Numerator and denominator should be multiplied with the same number. That is the main condition. Okay. Then you will get the equivalent fraction. So here we have minus 4 by 6. Next I have multiplied with 4. So I have got minus 8 by 12. Then here like this it will go on. Understood? Okay. So that's it. That is rational numbers. First what we studied is whole numbers, natural numbers, negative numbers, integers, rational numbers. That is a new topic for you, rational numbers. Understand the concept clearly and write 5 examples of your own. Okay. Then standard form of rational numbers, equivalent rational numbers. That's it. Okay. So write this in your classwork. Thank you.